One of the most important aspects of dog rescue is matchmaking, finding the right home for each dog. So when Eric met an anxious little terrier mix named Paris in the shelter, he and Rashi thought the dog might just be what the doctor ordered for a man coping with his own anxiety.
I'm Bradley. I live in downtown Los Angeles, and before the pandemic, I was a restaurant server.
Being hit really hard with the pandemic and losing my job, my anxiety has been through the roof. Little fits of panic attacks have happened.
I remember learning that I had lost my job, not having an income. I did freak out and had a panic attack. I didn't know what to do. I broke.
I did go see a medical professional, and they thought that it would be a good idea to get an emotional support animal to help those negative feelings and anxiety.
I am all for emotional support animals for people. ESAs can do wonders for the mindset, and it gives you a task. You're taking care of something, so it gives you purpose.
But before Paris can be ready to provide emotional support to Bradley, Eric will have to help the dog work through her own anxiety. And that begins with a lot of bonding. Once Eric has earned her trust, he begins working with her on the 6 classic cues.
Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Stay. Yes.
As Paris masters each cue, her confidence grows and her spunky personality emerges.
Leave it.
Eric thinks she's ready to tackle a fun new activity.
Bradley mentioned to me that he really enjoys rollerblading, so I want to make sure that Paris is comfortable with something like this. What are these guys? So I introduced Paris to the rollerblades first. I wanted to make sure that it didn't frighten her or she didn't show any signs of distress. So then I wanted to have Rashi put them on. It's gonna take little steps, little baby steps right by us, and I'm just gonna treat her. Paris didn't seem to care at all.
She doesn't even notice me.
Nope, just wants the treats. Now that I know she doesn't really care, I think she's ready for the street. Come on, Paris. I'm just going very slowly. Good job. And because she already knows how to walk on leash, she kind of just picked up with that same mentality.
I love her trot.
Yeah. I actually think she really enjoys the new speed we're going. Now I want to see how she does in a park. We're born to skate. And man, were we shocked at how much she enjoyed this. The faster, the better for her. It was just really cool to see her go through this transformation, this really shy dog, now me rollerblading with her next to me.
Paris is ready to roll on to her adoption.
Good.
Come on. Eric made sure that I was really comfortable with guiding her, and she stayed on my left side, and then even when I turned, I was able to still be in control. Come on.
And back this way.
Come on, good girl.
I asked him to skate about 40 yards away and skate back to us. And Paris went right to his left, and as he was skating, she was just running right next to him.
Good girl.
Coming up, a young terrier mix earns his license to ride and a forever family. Here's a health and wellness tip from Frisco. Everybody loves to play, including the family dog. But playtime isn't purely about fun and games. It can also be a useful way to keep your dog both mentally and physically stimulated. Playtime can prevent boredom, it encourages exercise, and for some dogs, it can help reduce separation anxiety. So when you don't have time for a long walk or you have to leave your pets home alone, consider providing them with a fun activity. It's a great way to help your furry friends stay happy and healthy. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. All dogs are born with natural talents. Some can do tricks, some can jump through hoops, and others can give endless cuddles and kisses. For 5-month-old Rocket, it was his talent to live up to his name. When Eric rescued Rocket from the shelter, he had no idea the terrier mix had a need for speed.
I'm happy to see you too. Looks like you want a new home. Okay.
Rocket's powers of persuasion work, and he earns a first-class ticket out of the shelter. As Rocket gets acclimated to the ranch, his personality starts to shine through. He's a happy-go-lucky puppy that would do well with an active family. Rashi has been communicating with the Pellegrino family and believes they'd make a perfect match.
I'm Tony. I'm married to Debbie. We've got 2 boys, Jamie and Jordan, and we also have 1 dog named Briggs.
Tony and Debbie own an aftermarket auto parts manufacturing company, and their adult sons help them run the business.
I know it can be tough to get some relaxation, especially owning your own business. What do you like to do in the free time that you get?
We love to take our RV and go camp down at the beach.
We got into riding on street motorcycles. We'll do 4 or 5 day tours across different parts of the country. And my sons created a really cool 30-foot by 30-foot remote control car track.
The family is looking for a smaller dog that can travel with them, go to racing events, and spend the day at their office.
So there's a lot of things going on here that I don't know if Rocket is going to do well in.
Okay, Rocket, come.
But Eric is always up for a challenge, so he gets to work.
Okay, let's go.
Because the Pellegrino family's life revolves around vehicles, Eric introduces Rocket to many of them. He starts with a remote control car.
Yes. Good job, Rocket.
Then he moves on to an RV.
Look at this.
Okay. Yes.
Finally, because Tony and Debbie are motorcycle enthusiasts, Eric sees how Rocket will react to the sounds that they make.
I have Rashi turn on the motorcycle. As she does this, I simultaneously treat Rocket. So I want to make sure he associates that sound with something rewarding.
You go see? Let's go see.
As we move closer to the motorcycle, he seems to be doing fine. He's not bothered by it at all.
Good job, Rocket. Yes.
And now I'm able just to walk around the motorcycle as it's turned on and just making sure that I'm treating him while we're doing this.
Inspired by the dog's comfort around motorcycles, Eric decides to prepare Rocket for an activity that might be in his future with the Pellegrinos, riding in a motorcycle sidecar.
I'm just wanting him to get used to sitting inside a sidecar, and so I'm just starting to treat him as he shows interest.
Good job, Rocket.
I also want to make sure that he gets acclimated to wearing the doggy goggles.
Here we go. Yes.
I make sure that I safely harness him in just like you would into a car seat. Now I want to see, is he okay with the motion? And we start to kind of rock back and forth.
Yes.
He seemed to enjoy it. And we actually got to go for a little spin.
Good job, Rocket.
He feels pretty comfortable, and now we're just gonna have to see how he does on the open road.
Coming up, Rocket's adoption is a go for launch.
Here he is.
Buddy?
When Lucky Dog returns. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. 5-month-old Rocket has blown Eric away with his eagerness to ride in the motorcycle sidecar. With his training complete, it's time to hit the road to meet his new forever family.
This morning we had a nice surprise when Eric rode up with Rocket on his motorcycle in the sidecar. Absolutely awesome. Had his little dog goggles on. Right away, I knew this dog is gonna fit into the Pellegrino family for sure.
Look at you, fancy boy.
Did you have fun on your motorcycle ride, huh? Yeah?
You're just such a handsome baby.
It just made me happy to look at him. He just exudes energy and enthusiasm, and he's just absolutely adorable.
I know you have another dog, Briggs.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and get Briggs out on leash and we can do an introduction out on neutral territory?
Sure, sounds
that would
great.
be
Okay, great.
All right, come on, Briggs.
As soon as Briggs comes out on leash, I could tell by his body language that we weren't gonna really have an issue.
Here we go.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah.
You know, there was no signs of fear. His tail was happily wagging.
Hey.
In fact, they were both happy, I think, to see one another.
They got along perfect right from the get-go, so I have nothing but high hopes that this is gonna be fantastic.
All right, let's go, guys.
With a successful introduction, they take the 2 dogs on a walk, introduce Rocket to Tony and Debbie's 2 sons, Jamie and Jordan, and let the dogs play off-leash in the backyard.
Seeing Briggs and Rocket together just made me happy that he's gonna have a companion, and I know they're gonna be the best of buddies.
Good boy. Such a good boy.
Rocket's awesome, just like his name, Rocket. He's just chasing Briggs around, Briggs has been a fantastic dog, you know, and I think Rocket is going to follow in Briggs's footsteps.
Now that Rocket has settled in with his new family, it's time to award him his gold graduation medal.
You graduated.
Good job, Rocket.
Yay, Rocket.
And to see him go to his forever home was pretty special.
Bye, Rocket. All right, guys. Take care of him.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you. We will be taking Rocket everywhere we go. He'll come to work with me. We'll take him to off-roading events, beach camping, mountains.
Boy, he's gonna have one active and fulfilled life, I can tell you that.
From riding in motorcycle sidecars and bike trailers to sticking by their companion's side, the future looks extremely bright for each of these former shelter dogs.
I just want to make sure that these guys have the best life possible.
I'm ready to make some new memories and have some new experiences.
Having Paris there will really help my life.
It's just amazing. Yeah, we couldn't be any happier.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.